it's time for reading. Did you enjoy chapter 2? I did. I thought it was really funny. Did you go somewhere quiet so you could see that movie? I actually envisioned, is it JJ? Yeah, JJ Tully talking, okay? So much so that I could hear his voice. How about you? All right, so we're going to go on to our questions, so go ahead and get out your question sheet so we can talk about them. I'll give you a second. Got it? Okay, let's go ahead and look at those. So question number 1 was about their names, okay? I enjoyed how they broke them down, how there was Dirt, but his real name was Peep, okay? And Sugar, his real name was Little Boo. And Poppy's real name was just Poppy. And then my favorite, Sweetie. Look, he's got his foot in his mouth. That's so funny. Sweet Coconut Louise. All right, so you should have written their names are Dirt, Sugar, Poppy, and Sweetie. Okay, now they say that they can find things that are lost. They can fix things that are broken. And they get you out of trouble or bring the trouble to you. That's funny. All right. Number 2, the narrator, we talked about him, J.J. Sully. There he is. There's old J.J. He's always got his eye on the chickens. He's a retired search and rescue dog, and he shares a backyard with them. That's how he knows them. And he's done that for the past 2 years. So it looks like he's kind of the watchdog in every sense of the word. He watches out for everything, including those crazy chickens. All right? Number 3, he thinks the reason they know trouble so well is that they are the ones causing the trouble. Remember, they can get you out of trouble or they can bring the trouble to you. I think those are flip-flopped. I think they bring the trouble to you and then they get you out of it, according to J.J. Tully, that is. All right, number 4, yeah, he thinks it's because he's always looking out for him. He's the one that actually is solving everything and keeping them out of trouble because he's kind of the guy behind the scenes. They take all the credit, but he's the guy that's helping everyone. And number 5, his advice, that was to keep an eye on them at all times. It's the very last sentence. My advice, keep an eye on them at all times. Okay? I thought that was a really funny chapter, getting to know the little kids. And if you see the picture, what was he doing? Yep, he dumped out his water bowl on a sock that was on fire. Okay? Those crazy chickens. All right? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go on to vocabulary for chapter 3 and 4. So please take out your notebook and write vocabulary at the top. If you don't remember how to spell it, remember my specialty is not spelling out loud. So go ahead and look back to your other page and copy it. Okay, make sure it has a capital V though because it's a title. All right, once again we have 4 vocabulary words. All right, let's get started. Our first word is number 1, coop. Right? Coop. C-O-O-P. Coop. Colon, which is the snake bite. What is a coop? Do you know? If you said it's a small pen for chickens, you would be correct. A lot of people call it a chicken coop. That makes sense, right? Because it's a small pen for chickens. All right, let's move on to number 2. Observations. That's kind of a long one. O-B-S-E-R-V-A-T-I-O-N-S. Observations. We all do observations all the time. Do you know what they are? Let's see. The act or power of noticing. So you're observing. Observations are just things that you observe or you see and you notice. Okay? Observations. Number 3. Glances. I'm glancing this way. I'm glancing that way. I'm glancing up and I'm glancing down. Do you know what glances are? Take a quick look. Glance at something in the room right now and tell me what it is. Oh, okay. Our last word, number 4, accusation. Accusation. A-C-C-U-S-A-T-I-O-N. Accusation. Does anybody know the base word of accusation? Think about it. Accusation. It's accuse. Have you ever been accused of something? How about something you didn't do? How did that make you feel? Makes you feel rotten, huh? Okay, an accusation is to place blame. To place blame. You didn't like it because you got blamed for something that you didn't do. Accusation. Okay. Now, for your assignment, you are going to use each one of those 4 words, coop, observation, glances, and accusation, in sentences. Remember, you need to have context clues. I like a coop is not going to work for me. You could say, I kept the chicks in the coop so they wouldn't run around the yard. Would be great. I can tell what a coop is. Okay? 4 sentences. And also don't forget your 20 minutes of reading. Free reading. Choose any chapter book. Hopefully you're continuing on with the same chapter book. You want to go from beginning to end. And read for your 20 minutes. Log it in, and remember on Friday you're going to send me that log with titles and page numbers for all the days of the week when you did your 20 minutes of free reading. Okay? Also, in the spelling video, I forgot to remind you about the shamrock. Okay? You can't see it, hint, you can't see it in this video. So you're going to need to go back to spelling. Okay? If you didn't see it. All right? That's it for today.